Surface areas of other composite objects. Let's take this shape for example. This shape would be very difficult to find the surface area of without breaking into more manageable parts. One side is 11 centimeters, the bottom is 7 centimeters, the other side is 6 centimeters, and the slope would be 10 centimeters. The most obvious place to break this shape down would be at the height of the 6 centimeters. This will give us a triangular prism and a rectangular prism. If we cut the shape here, we'll have a triangular prism at the top and a rectangular prism at the bottom. To find the height of the triangular prism, we'll take the distance from the top to the bottom of the triangle, and if we know the distance for the entire shape would be 11 centimeters, then obviously 6 centimeters would be the height of the left-hand side of the rectangular prism, and 11 minus 6 would be 5 centimeters, which would be the height of the new triangular prism. This is also a 90-degree angle. Let's start by finding the surface area of the right triangular prism. A right triangular prism has 5 faces, 2 triangular faces and 3 rectangular faces. However, one of those faces has overlap, so we won't count that. We'll use our acronym SNAT. So the first shape we'll start with is our triangle. And remember, there are 2 identical triangles, so we'll find the surface area of one and multiply by 2. So the base of our triangle is 7 centimeters, whereas the height is 5 centimeters. And there again are 2 of them. The next shape that we'll draw is a rectangle. The rectangle will have a base of 10 centimeters and a height of 3 centimeters, and there is only one of them. And our last face is another rectangle at the back of the triangular prism. And this will have a base of 5 centimeters and a height of 3 centimeters. And again, there's only one of them. So let's find the area. For the triangle, its area is equal to base times height divided by 2, which is 7 times 5 divided by 2, which will equal 17.5 centimeters squared. There's 2 triangles, so it's 2 times 17.5, which gives us a total of 35 centimeters squared. For the first rectangle, its area equals base times height. Area is equal to 10 times 3, so the area will equal 30 centimeters squared. There's only one of them, so we'll keep it the same, 30 centimeters squared. And the last rectangle, area equals base times height. Area equals 5 times 3, so the area will equal 15 centimeters squared. Again, there's only one of them, so we'll leave it as is. Then we're going to add up our totals. Our first total is 35 centimeters squared, our second total is 30 centimeters squared, and our final total is 15 centimeters squared. Which gives us a final total of 80 centimeters squared. Now we'll find the surface area of the rectangular prism. Remember, there is overlap, so please don't count that. So rectangular prism does have 6 faces. Again, we'll use our acronym SNAT. The first face that we'll count will be this first rectangle, and there's a front and a back side. So it'll be 7 with a base and a height of 6, and there are 2 of them, as there is a front and a back. The next shape that we'll count will be the right-hand side. And remember, there's also a left-hand side which will have the exact same dimensions. So the dimensions will be a base of 3 and a height of 6. There are 2 of them, as there's a right and a left-hand side. And the last rectangle we have to account for would be on the bottom. And that will have dimensions of 7 centimeters and a height of 3 centimeters. And again, we don't count the top as it's overlap, so we will only multiply this by 1. So area is equal to base times height. Area is equal to 7 times 6. Area is equal to 42 centimeters squared. There's 2 of them, so we'll multiply that by 2, which gives us a total of 84 centimeters squared. For the second rectangle, its area is equal to base times height. Area is equal to 3 times 6, so area is equal to 18 centimeters squared. Again, there's a right and a left side, so we'll multiply that by 2, which gives us a total of 36 centimeters squared. And the bottom is area is equal to base times height. Area is equal to 7 times 3, so the area will be 21 centimeters squared. Again, we don't count the overlap, so there will only be 1, so we'll keep it at 21 centimeters squared. Now we'll add the totals. 84 centimeters squared plus 36 centimeters squared plus 21 centimeters squared. And this will give us a total of 141 centimeters squared. Now we'll add the area of the 2 shapes together, not including the overlap. So the area of the right triangular prism will be 80 centimeters squared. The area of the rectangular prism will be 141 centimeters squared. So we add them together, which gives us a total of 221 centimeters squared. So the area of the composite shape, again, will be 221 centimeters squared.